This is the EXO Mini Drone that was just released today. This drone is from a company called EXO Drones that I had never even heard of, but apparently EXO Drones was the fastest growing company in the world in 2021. EXO Drones is a new company from Utah, which is cool because I'm from Utah. And the reason I found out about EXO Drones is because they actually sent a drone to my brother for him to do a review on. And while my brother was visiting, he gave me the opportunity to play with the drone for a couple days. So now I get to share with you my thoughts on the EXO Mini Drone. Because I don't have access to this drone right now, I didn't have any of the specs for this drone. So I actually wrote to the CEO of this company. And as soon as I sent him the email, I instantly regretted it, because why would I send the CEO of a company an email asking for specs? But he wrote back and he gave me an answer, even though he's crazy super busy. His name is Charlie and he seems to be a really cool guy. He's probably at least 16 years old, but yeah, you probably shouldn't just write him an email asking random questions. This drone model is the Mini, so obviously it is very small. It's really nice and portable. It is easy to set up. It charges via USB micro. You do need an adapter to plug into the battery so that you can charge it. The remote control is pretty basic. It has all the buttons that you need to take off and control the drone. It also has a scroll wheel or rocker to tilt the camera, and it has buttons to do photos and record. You can mount your phone underneath the remote control and plug it in via a USB-C cord. I found this to be really nice because I've used a lot of drones before where I connect via Wi-Fi or something like that, but connecting via a USB-C cord, when I opened the app, I didn't need to do anything at all except for just go through next, and my phone automatically connected with the drone, so it was really nice and easy to get that set up and started. The first time I took this up, it was just right outside of my house, and you can see it has this nice clear crisp footage. You can see, however, when I turn it around and face the sun, it has blown out highlights, so I suspect it doesn't have dual native ISO. You can see that again here when I was tracking my boys running around. When the sun is shining on them, their faces and their shirts are a bit blown out because of how bright the sun is. That's something you'll need to be aware of if you want to record the horizon. If you're pointing away from the sun, it's going to give you really nice and clear footage, but if you're going into the horizon, everything really bright is going to be blown out and everything else will be silhouettes or dark shadows. The drone has nice tracking features, so you're able to select an object and track that object. I only tried this out a bit, but in my experience, when the drone is up pretty high, it works quite well for tracking, but the closer to you it gets, the more easily it will lose the object it's tracking. I also tried something I think they call orbit mode, where it just goes around you. That was pretty fun. It worked really well. Overall though, I was really happy with the image quality of the camera. If it's at a low angle or just not pointing to something bright, you're going to get nice clear image. Yesterday morning I woke up early and drove up the canyon. I wanted to see if I could test the limits for this drone, so I took it up high in the air and I just flew it as far as I could. I must admit, most of my experience with drones are with toy drones or drones that I keep close to me, so I was really nervous to do this because it quickly got to the point where I could not see it at all, and other than the image on my phone, I had no idea where it was. But I kept on driving it forward towards the mountain. Eventually it lost connection with the remote control, and you can hear the remote control beeping to indicate that it lost control. The drone immediately turned around and came back to where it started. This is a big relief for a drone, so you know that there are safeguards in place, so you're not going to lose the drone no matter what. When it loses connection, it's just going to return to the point it started from. The drone flies really well. It's very stable. I never really got the chance to fly in windy conditions, but every time I flew it was very steady and easy to fly. You can control the drone manually, or if you want, you can set waypoints on your phone so it will follow those waypoints. Overall, I really like the EXO Mini. If you do have any questions about this drone, go ahead and write a comment below. I may not be able to answer it, but looking at other YouTube videos, I can see that EXO Drones is really active on YouTube and they reply to a lot of the comments on YouTube. So go ahead and write a comment and they will likely answer your question. As I mentioned earlier, I think it's really cool that EXO Drones is a US-based company. I have nothing against DJI, but they are a Chinese-based company, which means that if the Chinese government wants data from DJI, they just have to request it, and DJI needs to give up that data. So yeah, there are definitely some advantages of buying a drone from a US-based company. And from what I've read online, EXO Drones has really great support, and they really pride themselves on having great high-quality drones, but at a more affordable price than their competitors. I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. I'm excited to see what else EXO Drones comes out with. I'll have a link posted to their website below so you can check out more information and the current price. Thanks for watching.
I never land my drone, so.